All right, so we're back live. You might need to refresh. There you go. Hopefully this is better. I sit right between two ingest servers. Sometimes one is a little bit weird and the other is not, so I can switch. Hopefully this fixes it.
Cheer 5 refresh.
Thank you, Echo.
Now.
As someone with a background in linguistics, I could explain Creole and Pidgin properly, but sadly your stream is lagging badly. I understand, Arnie. I was really referring to the, not the language, but to the people, the Creole people, because it's Creole is limited largely to that region of the U.S., so it may not be necessarily widely known outside of the U.S. or known at all, most people. But yeah, so for example, a lot of, the South in the U.S., still to this day, has a tremendous amount of bigotry that goes all the way back to really the inception of the country. And then, of course, mixed families were a thing, and depending on your outlook, you may not appreciate that. So, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the people in the area, so they may actually not care for Margaret because of her background, her cultural background. So basically, Gab's mother was a bit of a rebel. Her family hated the fact he married, and pretty much her side of the family, the Templetons, wanted nothing to do with her. So that's yeah, exactly. And the Creole foods are amazing if you can keep from burning your mouth off doing it. I was promised bald. We're back. 2 Pito streams in one day. Yeah, I don't think it was my computer. That was that particular server, I think. So far it's held steady. We'll see. Maybe it's not. I think it was waiting to get the rest of the data out when I tried stopping streaming before. That's why it took so long for me to restart. She had a favorite aunt, and that's how she got her trust fund. Yeah. So ads are going to kick in. I'm sorry. Don't hate me for this. I'm just going to sit here and chat for a few minutes. If you've got a sub, you won't have the ads. If you've got Turbo, you won't have the ads. But otherwise, yeah, I'll wait so that people don't miss any of the good stuff. Caught 2 consecutive streams. I am so looking forward to Friday. I cannot tell you. I want to finish Baldur's Gate. I'll show you what's next on the menu since we're waiting on commercials. I've shown this before because why not? It's bad. It's really, really bad. But we're going to play this nightmare. Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza. Look at that. Sierra published 2002, I think it was. Yeah, 2002. Sierra published 20th Century Fox. The only person in here is Reginald Vell Johnson. He's the only one that came back to do the voices. The end of the Bald journey. You mean beat Baldur? I haven't beat it yet, Jobs. We're gonna beat it Friday. I'm determined to finish it Friday because we're really just down to finding Saravak and beating him. But anyway, so yeah, this is not exactly the most exciting game, but I have a feeling it's going to be kind of fun just to kind of go through. And I bet you it's not more than about 25 to 30 hours worth of gameplay. There might be a couple of points where I get stuck. Maybe it'll take a little longer, but, I figure 3 or 4 streams if I'm lucky. But yeah, Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza. I've already got it set up and working. I managed to get it working yesterday. I love how they just blacked out the face because they couldn't get the right to Bruce Willis's likeness. Exactly. And the only one who's well, I take that back. Takagi's face is obviously him. I don't think you ever see Bruce Willis. You just see his hand. But we'll find out. It's a thing. It may beat the PlayStation version of Die Hard, so there's that. Oh, really? I've heard pretty good things about that one, though. You remember the Dreamcast version of Die Hard? It's not that. This is different. This came out in 2002. The PlayStation version, I want to say, is like 97-ish, give or take a year. I can't remember. So it was before this. And that's what makes this so special. There was no need to do another one. And I don't know why they brought this back. Current switch status is disrupted. So it might actually not be Oh, okay. So it might just be a Twitch thing then. Yeah, because I ran some tests and I'm getting clean signals. Like, I'm not showing any drop packets or anything, but Twitch is definitely being twitchy. Because it's doing it now on this channel. So if it gets really disruptive, and please speak up, just say something, and we can, we'll end it for tonight. I don't want to frustrate people or I don't want anybody to miss too much of this. This is so story heavy. So just let me know. Stream lagging intensifies. Makes me wonder, did Twitch piss off somebody that I don't know about?
Tell me about my mother.
I don't know what else to
It's waiting for the CD
tell
to
you,
spin up.
dear.
It says tmi.twitch.tv is offline. Wow, really? It says operational, no past incident, at least not officially from Twitch, but that doesn't mean anything. 2 hours ago, they posted new experiences. No, doesn't really have anything new. I'm going to tap out for tonight. Ernie, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Big holiday coming up, and I need to be up early tomorrow morning. Take care. Well, you have a good holiday weekend. Tell me about my mother.
Your mother's a bitch.
Well, isn't that impolite? I'll just leave it at that. All right.
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies lately?
Molasses? What?
But you let me know when you want some, and I'll whip up half a dozen.
Molasses.
You've lost weight. Are you
Oh,
courting a new man?
Oh, Gabriel, don't be silly. You know there'll never be any.
Hey, Peter Steves.
Granddad for me.
Sorry about that.
Your hair looks very pretty today, Gran.
Oh, why, thank you, dear. So does. You always had such nice, thick hair, Gabriel.
It looks like a disaster.
You know, I always tell people that my Gran is the prettiest grand old belle in the city.
Oh, dear. You shouldn't talk so.
The music gives you 80s, 90s media vibes back before the internet when stories focused on adventures.
You know, you get prettier every time I see.
All right, he's just repeating. Oh, you. Are you trying to poke fun at me? Let's see. Can I guess I can look around.
On the wall are portraits. Granny's knitting. She whips through that stuff like there was no tomorrow.
They misspelled compliment. Oh my God, did I miss that? Oh, wait.
Can we talk?
Oh, they did misspell it. Look at that. Compliment. Wow, typo. Good eye. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
The magazines in the bin includes issues of Southern Living, Ladies' Home Journal, and
McCall's. Those were actual legitimate magazines.
The magazine bin. Steal Granny's knitting? Gabriel.
Hey, that's my Gran. Show some respect. Hey, that's my Gran. Show some respect.
Gabriel's sentimental enough without dragging those photos into it. Gabriel doesn't want to take any of That clock has been in the Wright family, Granny's family, for centuries.
Okay. Can I go upstairs?
I'm going to go up to the attic, Gran.
Be careful of the dust.
She's like, why do you want to go up there? But okay, whatever. Okay, there's an awful lot of junk up here.
That box of knickknacks has been up there for at least 5 years. An elaborate mechanical clock, probably of German origin, is among the discarded treasures of the attic.
There's some
It
Christmas
doesn't
lights.
seem to be running at the moment. Gabriel has seen these ornaments every year at Christmas for as long as he can remember.
There's nothing I want in there. I think I'd take Daddy's sketchbook with me.
Oh, okay. I should have looked at that.
Gabriel doesn't want to take...
It looks pretty.
How about we open
The
it?
lid is blocked by the clock.
Okay, can we move the clock? That is such a lame thing. Wow. A box of German knickknacks? Oh, yeah. Double crunch knickknacks, that is. Never heard of them, by the way.
The trunk contains some old clothes, including a pair of leather shorts,
Leather
Aren't those
shorts?
called lederhosen?
Oh, Lederhosen, okay.
serious hiking boots, more of Harrison Knight German book,
Just what I need.
and a bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and
It's a
Rebecca.
Nazi.
I don't think there's anything in that trunk that would interest anybody but my Gran.
So why did I open the trunk and look in there? Was that... Oh, jeez. I hate it when it does that.
The trunk contains Grandma's attic. It's an old metal tub full of...
I think I'll leave that. I think I'll leave. I think I'll leave. I think I'll. I think I'll leave. I think I'll. I think. I think.
Fun part is putting them together.
No.
Oh.
No thanks. No. No thanks.
No thanks. Wow, how does he say that? No thanks.
There's nothing...
I don't think there's anything in that trunk that would interest anybody.
Okay, maybe we can move the trunk
It
itself.
looks pretty.
Okay, maybe not. Can we use the trunk?
The trunk...
Doesn't operate. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay.
Nothing happens. The ring of symbols does not appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move. Gabriel can't... Gabriel can't...
Can we open
The
it?
clock... The key... The clock... The clock... The...
Okay, so let's see. Sword Son. I have a feeling I want to write some of this stuff down. Gabriel Ritter? What? Let's see. Sun. What is that, a tree? What is that bottom there? What is that symbol in the bottom? It looks like an eclipse. If he's German, Ritter... Oh, Ritter is German for knight. I didn't know that. And I don't know what that is. I don't even know how to draw that. Like, what... This you might not be able to solve. It's solvable, but you have... But do you have all the clues to solve it? This puzzle is a ring-dinger. Ah. Oh, God, Epic, that's horrible. I wouldn't put it completely out of there. Well, in that case, then, now you got me curious.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. If you look at the symbols... oh, yeah, thank you. That actually makes a whole lot more sense.
A ring of 6 symbols surround the face of the clock.
It is a noose.
A
Oh,
sword.
my God, what?
Ring a ding ding,
sun.
baby.
An angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon.
A dragon? What? Where the heck is... That's the dragon? Is that... That looks like a tree to
A
me.
ring of 6 symbols surround the face
Sword,
of
an
the
angel,
clock.
a noose.
A sword, a sun, an angel,
Oh, okay.
a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon.
I would never have guessed that was an angel. Now I want some Ritter chocolate. A dragon. Yes, a dragon.
The face of the clock, a key, an elaborate mechanical. It doesn't. There's an interesting design in the base of the clock. The clock the. Why move that?
Oh! Whoa! Okay. Interesting. I did not expect that.
Nothing happens.
Gabriel is Tim Curry, yeah. In a horrible, horrible southern Louisianan accent.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I mean, could I brute force this? I don't understand. I'm not, like you said, I may not have the clues for this yet. In fact, if anything, there's a lot of famous people in this. Yuli, Jim Cummings, Mark Hamill, Leah Remini, Michael Dorn, who was Worf, Lieutenant Worf in Star Trek Next Generation, and Tim Curry. Who else is in here? Fun fact, Ritter's Sport Chocolate is called Sport Chocolate because it has the perfect size to fit in the pocket of a sports jersey. Yay, marketing. Figures. Will he tell me? Will she tell me about the clock? Will he ask?
That's it. Take a load off.
hon.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Okay, it's not in here. At least the back seating I can do is tell you where the clues are, and then you can try to put them together. Guess I'll go back
I'm going
upstairs.
up the attic again.
Enjoy
Again.
yourself, dear.
Again. Going up to the attic again. I was like, is that Tigger? Then I realized him and Lucky from Bonkers is Jim. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we'll try this again. Blues Clues. I have my handy-dandy notebook.
The ring. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
All right.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
It's hard to really get
Nothing
this
happens.
right.
Nothing happens.
Do I have all the clues? I don't think I do have all the clues to this.
Nothing happens.
Oh, you can also move the numbers below?
The face of the clock doesn't move.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have what I need. Is this like
Nothing happens.
is this like the Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis? You get them all lined up just right. I guess I'll exit. I'm sure we'll get something later on, so I'm not going to spend all day trying to brute force that. I don't know how that works. You can move the entire clock right out the window. That's one way to open it up. Okay, Grandma. Time to go. See ya.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
All right, French Quarter. Oh, that's where we were. Okay. The Mississippi River.
Please select a destination icon. Please select. Please select.
Oh, really? So that's it, huh? We just haven't been introduced to anything. Oh. The St. Louis Cemetery. The bong in the foreground. Interesting. You know, I'm suddenly struck by the idea that I need to actually write all this down. The cemeteries of New Orleans are pretty interesting to visit. I mean, from what I've seen, yeah, it sounds like it. I have a feeling I draw some of these out, I'm going to end up with like some kind of curse on me or something. Oh, wait a minute. There are some repeating ones here. Is this some kind of a code? Raking the cemetery must be... Oh, raking the cemetery must be an interesting job. I can only imagine. Notepad is handy to write down anything that pops out. That's what I do. Yeah, that's all I've always done. You're pretty clever. Yeah. So there does appear to be some repeating stuff here. So this is repeating. This, like this. This is here a couple of times. These repeat. These repeat. Doesn't look like anything repeats itself more than twice.
The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of crosses. They look like they've been here a few days at least. The wall doesn't work that way. The mark... Gabriel can't take... The wall...
Okay.
The...
I'm not going to draw those. I was thinking about it, but I think I'm going to pass on that. Let's see. What do we have here?
Vases seem to be a favorite decoration.
Is that Ms. Cleo?
For the
Come on,
day.
come on now. No, it's not Stalio. Welcome in. It's the same voice that does the voodoo lady in Monkey Island, though. Oh, dude, come back here, man. I'm not finished with you. I didn't think you were going to walk away. Darn it, he done walked away.
Food, trinkets, and more unsettling things have been left at Marie Laveau's tomb as offerings from believers.
Yeah, when Hurricane Katrina hit, I was actually living in Texas at the time, but when Hurricane Katrina hit, they had a problem with some of the graveyards actually releasing some of the coffins because of sea level, and it just washed everything away.
Near the Laveau tomb is a piece of red brick. Undoubtedly a cast-off from spiritual graffiti writers.
No thanks.
Food, trinkets, and more unsettling. Food. The tomb
Is securely closed.
This is the tomb of Marie Laveau, voodoo queen of New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Odd-looking marks adorn the Laveau tomb wall.
You watch some spooky YouTube ghost hunter vids made in the New Orleans graveyards?
An angel
Ooh.
stands silently before a tomb.
How about you like this snake?
A marble snake. Now that's cheerful.
Ah, that's cheerful.
The marble... The statue doesn't... The marble angel...
Twilight
This
Zone.
old tomb is in a
Oh, whoa. I missed something.
This old tomb is in a sorry state of disrepair.
There's probably no one left in the family to maintain it.
Well, that's no good.
An angel with a cross stands guard over one of the tombs. It's an imposing marble tomb from the last century.
You're saying if you water a corpse, it comes back to life?
Without a name.
I hope not.
Hamilton.
A marble...
Vases. New Orleans is famous for its above-ground tombs. The high water table prevents bodies
I have
from
not
being
dial-up.
interred
I have
underground. The
only
name Ross
briefly
is inscribed
watched
on
people
this
stream it,
old tomb.
but I know nothing other than who's in it. So are you gonna go? Oh, here he is. Let's have a chat with the old guy here.
I'm sorry to bother you.
You got something to say, son?
You must enjoy the company of dead folks.
Unlike the living, they ain't never given me no reason to dislike them none.
I mean, you're not gonna get in a fight with a dead guy, right?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
They say it was part of an old religion from Africa, brought here by slaves.
I don't know. I've thought about it. I probably will eventually when it comes to streaming or on Blu-ray or something like that. But I haven't gone into a movie theater and watched a movie, I bet, in 3 or 4 years. And I don't even remember the last movie I saw in the theaters. I would go constantly, like multiple times a week. I was watching movies. This goes back into the 90s, but yeah, it's just gotten so expensive now. And the films nowadays, it's kind of hit and miss, although it seems like they might actually be making some decent ones. I do want to go see Renfield, though.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Ain't it just awful, them finding those bodies with voodoo things around them. I don't think there's any real voodoo going on. Somebody's trying to cover their tracks is all.
Some of us are in a hurry. Thank you very much.
What can you tell?
I don't really care to talk about it. I don't do it none myself.
What can?
I don't.
What do you?
I told.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Seem like everybody wants to visit New Orleans at least once in a while.
Cheer 5-bit Tommen is contemplating going to
I
see
see Tues in
Renfield.
here every
Let's
day of
convince
the
him to
year.
do it.
Thank you for the 5 bits. Yes, you can convince me to do it. You got bitten by your Leatherman on the inside of your left middle finger earlier today, and I didn't notice it typing, but oh boy, is it swollen up over the last few hours. Ouch! What were you doing? Were you just using the pliers function and managed to pinch yourself?
What can you?
There's lots of things to see here, but none are as beautiful as the St. Louis Cemetery #1.
Number 1.
What can you?
Hey, if you want to know more,
Should ask somebody else.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
why, St. John the Baptist is the patron saint of voodoo. Sometimes we get some weird goings-on in that cemetery on that night. More often, a few nights before, people taking grave dirt, bones, and more.
That's pretty disgusting.
Yep. Don't know what they do with them, but it can't be pretty.
What?
I told you.
He doesn't have a whole lot to say, not like some of the others.
Do you have any idea what Caprice Saint Coeur means?
No, can't say that I do.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Toussaint Gervais. I'm the watchman here at St. Louis #1.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh, I keep the place tidy, cause, but a big part of my job, too, is looking out for the grievers, you know. People come to pay their respects, and they need looking out for. Sometimes they so grief-bound they don't know what they doing.
That had to hurt. I mean, honestly, sounding like that, I don't even want to. Yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
That's about all there is to say.
Ultima, thank you so much for being here. I am enjoying this so far. I'm just still trying to figure out what exactly is going on. I'm getting a picture. Treat as always. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. If I get stuck, oh yeah, indeed.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery.
Number 1.
You know why the dead are buried in tombs and not in the ground, don't you? The water table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Course, if it were Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
Tell me.
It's a historical place. People buried in here from the Civil War and back further, too. Take a look around, you'll see.
Tell me some.
Just look around. Just look around. You
Tell me some.
just look.
Okay, he's not going to tell me anymore there. Let's see. We're looking for, I guess. Yeah, I was going to say, isn't her
The
family
Wright
name right? Yeah.
family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here.
What the hell, 2-minute stream delay? Yeah, Kriegith. I'm pretty sure it's Twitch. So I keep going through a cycle, unfortunately, where it'll buffer a little bit and then continue. But it doesn't appear it's my internet. Somebody said there was an issue that was being reported as a problem with Twitch. You ever go coffin surfing? It's a blast!
A statue of a small child clings to a cross atop the right tomb.
Yeah, updating fixed it, yeah. Pause and refresh or reset it, one of the two. Okay, let's see if we can we open this?
The tomb is
So why am I here? Toussaint is going to go into the next scene. And until then, I'm not allowed to play the game. Thank you, Toussaint. Twitchy Twitch plus Bitonet, yeah.
it's rather
Oh wait, that's not it.
There's nothing. The marble and
What's
Gabriel
that?
had the right found.
So we found the tomb. What is it that we're supposed to do here?
It's a
Oh, that's right. We picked up the priest shirt.
Gabriel got the flashlight free in the mail when he ordered a magazine subscription. The jar contains frou-frou hair gel. It's a piece of brick. It's a piece of brick. There's not.
Oh, what?
Using that on the. Using
What?
that
I can
on the
use.
tomb
Oh my
would be
God!
kind-
Really?
Gabriel can see that just.
I didn't realize I could. Okay. Oh, thank you. I didn't realize I could use a magnifying glass.
Using that on the tomb wall, Gabriel can see
Thank
that
you.
just fine without magnification.
Hello there, got a sec?
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Does this mean anything to you?
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Well, hang on a second. Now I got something else I can do.
Does this mean anything to you?
It's a piece of brick. You can find them all over the cemetery.
That's your extended face holes. Perhaps the grave digger would know, but I hear he's gone underground. He buried himself in his work. Let's see. What do we have here?
This is the last page of inventory.
Okay, so we don't have anything worthwhile. What is that?
An odd vase.
So that's a vase.
Vases seem to be the
Why did she send me here? This is my recordings. So we got Watchman, Bartender, Willie, Desk Sergeant, Gray's Grandma. Unless there's going to be a scroll button here somewhere. I guess we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more people to talk to. I somehow feel that's not right. Let's see.
Gabriel. There's no Gabriel. San Luis Cemetery. This above ground tomb.
Okay. Now I feel like we're missing something.
Gabriel, the marble and granite tombs are quite.
I don't want to do that.
Why not? Do it anyway, man. Come on. You know you wanna.
There's no need to write on that.
Wait, what?
Using that on the tomb would be pine.
Wait. This is brick, right? What?
It's a piece of.
Why is he wanting to... I don't understand. Okay.
Using. There's no. Use.
Let's see.
Gabriel likes the idea of leaving marks on the tomb. But at the moment, he is not sure what to say or how to say it. This odd looking... The wall... The wall doesn't...
What did I do to get...
Gabriel...
How did I access it?
The wall...
No, he's got to walk off. I can't do anything if Toussaint wants to actually walk off scene. I don't understand that. What is it that I did to access this puzzle? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Gabriel likes the eye. Gabriel likes...
You looked up Marie Laveau, and the X's on the tomb are a ritual for making wishes. Ah, okay. There's obviously some repeating stuff here, like, but I don't see anything repeating itself more than twice. And I'll have to come back to that, I think, once I better understand what it is that I'm looking for. Yeah. Are you gonna exit? Go on. Exit. I'm clicking the exit. What the heck? Why is he not going? Oh, there we go. Okay. We went to the Historical Voodoo Museum. St. George. We'll go back to St. George's Bookshop. Here it is different but inspired by that ritual. Gotcha. All right. Let's see what she says.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
Ha! That's terrible. I can smell you from here. The ritual is you add an X, and if your wish is fulfilled, you return and circle the X.
Hey, kids.
Bruno, how nice.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you going to sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
Are you ready to drop dead today? What? Gee, is today the day that hell freezes over? How much would you give me for it?
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Well, I guess I don't need the money that way.
From the
Holy crap!
From that girl,
my
Joey.
boy,
Let's
and
all give them
soon.
a warm welcome.
Draconic dude, good to see you. Welcome in, Joey. Are you finishing up early or is it me? It's gotta be me. Welcome in, Joey. Good to see you, Fornado. Mad Mart. Thank you for giving that shout out. It's you. It's me. How are you doing? How was your stream? It's Amiga Tuesdays, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm probably mistaken. Am I finishing? No, I'm not finishing. I got at least another hour before I'm done. Although, welcome in. C64. Thank you. Yeah. I can never remember. So many Amiga streamers out there now. Amiga Mondays. That's what it was. I can't keep track. I'm terrible with schedules. Rough start, but you survived. Oh, nice. I'm having a bit of a rough start on this.
Cheer 5, it's him.
It's him, it's her, it's them, it's everyone. Nobody knows.
Nobody
Amiga
knows.
is huge. It is, but you know what's really unfortunate? I never actually got to play with one as a kid. Can you die in this game? It's a Sierra game. My answer to that is likely. Probably yes. A big most likely. It's possible. I haven't done it yet. We'll see. I've never played this before. If you're not following Joey, give her a follow if you missed it. Scroll up just a little bit. The link is right there, I promise. I usually play old games, pretty typically ones I've never played before. I was a big fan of Sierra games in the late 80s, early 90s. This was a game that I missed. I never knew anything about this series until a few years back. Actually, a little more than a few years back. I knew about it as soon as I bought a Humble Bundle Sierra pack. His snake curiosity gets him in trouble. Ooh. Little Curtis. Crudus, how are you doing? But yeah, this game is quite famous for its voice actors. 1993, Sierra was kind of starting to go downhill as far as the quality of stuff. They were still making great games, but point-and-click adventures were on the way out, and Sierra really didn't have a game plan. At least LucasArts had kind of dipped their toes into doing some shooters and other styles of games. They kind of took over where Sierra fell flat. In any case, this game has Michael Dorn, who is known mostly as Worf from Star Trek series of TV shows like Deep Space Nine or Next Generation or the movies. Also has Mark Hamill, so we've got a Star Trek alum and a Star Wars alum as well, and then we have Tim Curry doing the voice of Gabriel Knight, Leah Remini, which is I think Grace actually. In fact, do I play?
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics.
I do indeed. Actually, we're playing this in Windows. There is a Windows executable for this game. We're playing this on an old Pentium 2 333.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Oh. This game runs easily in ScumVM. Yeah, for the most part. If I can run it on this old Pentium 2, I will. We also have it's a very modern Windows XP machine. It's an old Phenom X4, but I've got that set up as a Windows XP machine for those tricky Windows XP era games that don't like to work properly, or the mods are a little bit flaky, or I have a hard time capturing, which I'm sure anybody who's ever streamed before is probably familiar. Sometimes some games are just notoriously difficult to capture. You want an old XP machine? Yeah, I'd like to get an Athlon XP, like a 3000, or a Pentium 4, or even a Core, like a Core 2 Duo or something like that, and just turn that into a Windows XP machine instead. It would be a little more era appropriate. But this one is actually quite nice because I've owned this motherboard and processor. It was a PC that I used for a couple of years, I don't know, over a decade ago. And the beauty is that I can actually disable the cores. Pardon me for just a moment. I'm sorry for the walk away. I am so sorry about that. Somebody is washing some clothes and the washer was extremely unbalanced and was making an awful lot of noise. Let's see here. This game runs, let's see, even easier in DOSBox. Never tried running older games, gotcha. You and an old XP, you had a 2800 plus? Good times. I had a 1600 plus. I'm trying to remember what the other one. I had two of them actually, and I can't remember what the smaller ones. Can you get an XP machine to use it with an HDMI? Sort of. By 2000 or 2001, somewhere right around there, they started introducing DVI, and so if you get a DVI-based video card, you can always plug it in with an HDMI converter, and it'll work just fine. So. Just depends. Using a capture card generally, yeah. So even if you wasn't streaming, you'd still need a capture card? Not necessarily. I mean, if you use a DVI to HDMI or a relatively older but not necessarily old monitor, like the secondary monitor I have here has a DVI input, I can use that. I can just plug it directly in, and it works just fine. Search for Exodos, all pre-configured and legal. Interesting. Some of that collection is on GOG. Huh. Never heard of that, Exodos. Unless there were versions that cut out some of those games. Remasters are. Oh, I gotcha. In some cases, yeah.
Did I ever tell you that you're actually quite attractive?
Be still my heart.
Yeah, preferable. Biggest problem is probably find a capture card that supports non-HD resolutions. I'm actually using an Elgato HD60, which isn't fantastic as a capture card, but I mean, it's doing just fine as far as the P2 is going to an OSSC, and the OSSC then goes to the capture card. The Windows XP machine, it's a little bit blurry, like it's not the sharpest pixels on it, but it works well enough. It just depends. You might have to do a little tinkering to get things to work the way you want. Visually. They all should. Mine captures 480p. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you wouldn't be running anything under 480 anyway. 480p on a Windows XP machine. The standard resolution for Windows XP when it came out was pretty much 1024 by 768 anyway, so not unusual.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Okay, so let's start from here.
Could you do some research for me?
Some
Sure,
research.
what?
I can't think of anything. Okay, so don't do anything for me.
Okay.
Do you have...
Nope.
All right.
Do you know what caprice encore means?
No. Sounds French, though.
They all should, yeah. You're not doing 4K on your C64.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Never heard of it. It must be a local custom. New Orleans love any excuse to celebrate.
Let's see.
What do you...
You won't get far.
What do you...
You won't get...
Yeah, I didn't think she would tell me anything more.
You're the
okay. Now then, I think for the most part, what I need to do is just go around asking people more questions about different things. All right.
I'll be back later.
He's wearing an overcoat. He's wearing an overcoat in June in New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's just say he'd have to be exceptionally uncomfortable walking around with that on. That's a crazy combination.
Hi.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Listen, he friendly.
That wouldn't be...
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
I always wondered how the Blackmagic Ultra Studio 4K Mini would do with analog video since it has component and composite video in. Probably fine, but I bet it's a hyper expensive thing. The older Elgato USB devices even have analog inputs, so it could always use VGA to component adapter or so for older machines. Yeah, but ultimately, I'll be honest. I looked and looked. I looked for a long time and tried to find what was a good solution for capturing PC. And there's a combination of what's easy and what is like really a really good option as far as all the resolution options you could really look for. For example, DOS is a little bit weird because the resolutions are all kind of funky. I mean, 200p was at 160p, depending on how far back you go. I don't know about some of the other, systems like the C64 or other Amiga systems, things like that, but ultimately, I could imagine it would be just as difficult to capture some of those earlier resolutions, the 80s basically. But anything from about Windows 95 and up, when you start using 640 by 480, it seemed like most of the capture cards that I looked at supported those just fine, and analog to digital converters to capture them from an older PC like this were just fine. it was worrying about those really weird resolutions that you had to be concerned about. About $1,000, so yeah, for consumer, no fun.
Making many new friends
Circuit
in
Boga,
Britannia.
thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate that. Analog inputs like component and composite shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, component and composite wouldn't be, but VGA capturing that's a little bit trickier because you could convert it from VGA to component and then from component to digital. But I can imagine the resolution the resolution of the what you're capturing is going to suffer in terms of sharpness. Like this capture, I'm pretty impressed with. I mean, it's really relatively sharp, almost pixel for pixel. Probably too sharp for what you would have seen on a CRT. You know, there's a lot of natural smoothing that kind of happened as a result of the way CRTs worked that you don't capture here. So,
What did you mean when you said Caprice encore?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
you think PAL is C64 is 240p? Yeah, NTSC might be a bit different. That's true. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they used. I never really got the experience. You could have problems if your analog input doesn't do enough scan lines, but who would create an analog input that has such a limit?
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
Had a lag afterglow. Most DVD player apps have extra code to simulate that so you avoid the comb artifacts. Oh, yes. All right, so he's not going to tell me anything. How about if I show him some of this stuff?
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Look at the voodoo paraphernalia around the body in the photograph. Are you sure you can't tell me anything about it?
No, I don't know anything about it. Nothing.
Nothing. He seems rather aggravated by this. Why?
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Just out of interest, what was the standard in New Zealand?
Gabriel Knight.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know.
He don't know nothing. All right, so let's go to other places and see if they know something. St. George. Oh, that's, yeah. The Historical Voodoo Museum. Yeah, was there, I mean,
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks.
so the U.S. was NTSC. I assume so was Canada. I don't know who else used NTSC, though. The comb artifacts, didn't Lara Croft go looking for those in her games? Yeah, probably. Let's see. Hey, lady, can you tell me something about this brick? Japan uses NTSC. Okay. Oh, that's right. Didn't they have, like, a split? Like, there were some PAL, some NTSC, or something like that?
Do you know anything about this?
Or am I thinking something else?
Nope.
NTSC-J. Gotcha.
Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
She sure is informative.
Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
Oh, you used... Yeah, PAL. I was pretty sure Europe was PAL. Let's see. Want some frou-frou hair gel?
Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
Oh, that's right. There were some CCAM. I forgot about that.
Gabriel can't do a thing with a drummer on the street.
There's drummers like outside of every single location.
The doorway is up.
It had some.
I'll be gone now, thanks.
So long.
It had some smoother looking pictures, but frame rates and 60 hertz is better. So you kind of prefer the performance over good looking pics in my view. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's right. Their power grid. It was a mix of 50 and 60 hertz. I forgot because the U.S. initially started the power grid, or they started getting stuff from the U.S. after World War II or something. I forget now. They ended up with a mixture of U.S. and then a more modernized. I forgot. Yeah. So when we bought chips, we always had two sets. One was PAL, one was CCAM, and the other is NTSC in variations for U.S. and Japan. Quite interesting. Stop Bitteretto now! Welcome in, Gregor. You done lit this place on fire. Though some parts did manage to meet 60 hertz type performances, 50 hertz, like Crash Bandicoot on PS1. Interesting. NTSC, never the same color. And I think Brazil also used NTSC, or maybe they used ATSC or ISD. Oh, good God. Now I don't even know what you're talking about.
The latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty. Why it's an extraordinary
US and
adventure with
Germany.
an interface of magic.
Though I think PS1 covers
sophisticated
better in
score and
PAL
musical effects.
regions.
Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects. Elegant point in click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loon today.
Once these commercials kick in, I'll go ahead and let you know. I will pause gameplay. This helps eliminate any kind of pre-rolls. It also helps support me if you know, for that kind of situation. And I do apologize for having to deal with them. There will be 3 minutes worth of commercials. Once they're done, I will be back and we'll continue with the story. I won't let you miss any important details in the game, though. Well, such language there, buddy. I mean, jeez.
Does this mean anything to you?
No. Now beat it.
Now beat it. Lou. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pause for now. I need help with something anyway. I'll be right back. I apologize for these commercials, and once we're done, we'll be right back in the game. between internet issues and some other distractions, it's been a night. Let me tell you. Oh. Sneaks in, chews on cables, phalanges. That's funny. Mystic is being so cute. All right, let's see. Did I miss anything? Did I do something? Didn't do something that I should have done? Inconceivable. You don't think Japanese USA PS1 covers... Oh. Hate these ads. Sorry about that, Covern. I really appreciate you guys putting up with it. We have an important announcement to make. There's a better Barbie film coming. What? A better Barbie film? Oh my God. Also, NTSC is 30,000 over 1,001. I don't know what that is because that's how they made space for the color information when switching from black and white. Yeah, there is some really elaborate maths involved for chroma carrier and frequency spectrum and why it impacts the frame rate, but I can't remember it from the top of your head. I know that black and white still resides underneath it all, and that was due to some kind of compatibility they wanted to do for folks who had black and white TVs in the 60s, back when they were trying to bring it over, something like that. I don't know, some weird thing. This Barbie is googly-eyed sock. Did you do a googly today, Gregor? Only in cinemas July 20th. What? Okay, what is this? It's got to be is this an April Fool's joke? Did this come out in April Fool? No, it came out today. I don't know. Down with NTSC. Yeah, you know me. All I know is is the correct way of saying 29.97. Gotcha. All I know is I was stuck with what I had to do or what I could watch as a kid. But I'm in bed. I have no idea. I thought it was funny. It is funny. I'm just like puzzled by it. All right.
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does.
Yeah, I think all analog color TV standards basically split the picture into brightness info, compatible with black and white TVs, and separate info that adds color that the old sets just ignore. Gotcha. Still exhausted. Oh, that's right. I forgot you'd just come back from your trip. I hope you had a good time, at least.
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does.
Telling you, nobody knows anything about anything that I give them.
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does.
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does. On computers, you often encounter old TV formats as YUV. Interesting.
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
But you want to remain up? I have to get rest. Hey, Echo, that's fine. I get it. It's super late where you are as it is. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for all the bits, too. I really appreciate that as well. Bye-bye. Wait, did it not say it? Or is it just bye? I think it's just bye. Now I'm curious. The heck was it?
Come on! I'm growing fungus already. Shut up. You are a fungus.
You are a fungus. Maybe I didn't have it. I thought I did have a bye-bye. Did I not have a bye-bye? Oh, thank you. There it is. I knew it was on there somewhere. Too many sound effects. Let's see.
That I...
Bravo, Yankee Echo. Wait, who are you calling a Yankee?
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will you?
We'll go around and talk to everybody about this brick. You ever seen this brick before?
Better not. Her boyfriend doesn't look too friendly.
Modern formats as well. Ooh.
Does this mean anything to you?
No.
Now, do you mind?
Not often.
Better not. Does this mean anything to you?
No. Now, do you mind?
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with that.
These are the friendliest people I've ever
Does
met.
this mean
Makes me
anything
want to go to New Orleans.
No. Now beat it.
Him especially.
Does this mean anything to you?
No.
Does this mean
Yeah,
Does this mean
not really.
He has to walk all the way around the table to talk to this guy he was already standing next to.
Does this mean
This
anything
is
to
like
you?
some Baldur's Gate pathing right here.
Better not. Can I ask you?
All right, let's see. We'll go out the door. Maybe we can talk to the street musicians in the park. I don't know who else to talk to because I must be missing some steps. If you can't get answers in a bar, where else are you going to get answers, you know? I can go back to the police station. Maybe there's something there. That's right. There's nobody here.
Gabriel cannot open.
Oh, wait a minute. I can go into the confessional. Confess some sins or something.
Japan.
May I help you, my child?
Yes.
I'd like to make a confession.
All right. If it will make you feel better.
I think I just need an overall apology to the union.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Thanks.
Is there... Goodbye.
Yeah, we already did that. Okay. He's not gonna... I guess he's not gonna give me anything new. Too bad you can't double-click and he runs. Gabriel is not exactly swift on his feet. Okay.
You white-faced geek! You want to eat my fist?
Boy, he's friendly.
Gabriel doesn't want to encourage the mind by showing the Cajun vibe. The other...
Okay. Look at them jamming. I mean, they really are. You can even hear him playing some music.
Why, you nasty thing, you. I'll call the police, I will.
Hey, Kilgore, good to see you. How are you doing today? What are you streaming tonight?
Stop picking on me. I'll tell my dad.
God, please. Oh, how are you doing, Kilgore? Gunman Chronicles. Ooh. That I've never played. That I've never played. That actually sounds pretty good. People talk about it. I hear it frequently, but I've never touched it. He's wearing a trench coat in Louisiana in June. Imagine the sweat if he ran. You know what, T-Pat? You're right. Actually, that's a good point. You streamed it 3 times at least. I don't think I've ever caught anybody's streams of it. It's a shame it's not on
Does this mean
Sundays.
anything to you?
Oh, this guy will actually...
The drummer looks blankly at Gabriel and continues his rhythm.
One of your first ever streams, actually. Interesting. That's a... Yeah, what was mine? My first stream was, well, I guess technically it was World of Warcraft. But as far as a non-MMO game was actually Colonel's Bequest, of all things. Where is the exit? Come on. There it is. No. It's actually not what I wanted. Oh, there's a cop down here.
Coffee 162 Crochet Love by DWN Bitum Funky Coffee 162 Crochet
Yours was
Love
Cyber.
by DWN
I think I remember you
Bitum
mentioning
Funky.
that when you streamed it last.
Coffee 162 Crochet Love by DWN Bitum Funky.
Thank you, Coffee. Kilgore, Coffee Casual is my wife, by the way. Thank you for the 38 months. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear what? Sorry to hear... What are you sorry to hear? That I played Colonel's Bequest? That's actually my favorite Sierra game. It's one of the least Sierra games. Oh, I needed to show him this. Who is this guy?
The
Echo is
motorcycle
back.
cop wouldn't have anything enlightening to say about that.
So I don't remember this guy being here before, so maybe this is what I need? One of yours? Ah.
The motorcycle.
Nothing enlightening. Mac, how are you doing? Good evening, sir.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Are you even going to talk?
Now, buddy, I'm busy.
I should have noticed that.
Bitum Funky Bitum Buds Bitum
Yeah,
Funky Bitum
right.
Buds Bitum Funky Bitum Buds Bitum Funky Bitum Buds.
Thank you.
Bitum Funky Bitum
Bitum
Buds
Buds.
Bitum Funky
Yeah.
Bitum
Thank you for the
Buds,
14
Bitum
months, Mac.
Funky Bitum
Welcome in.
Buds, Bitum Funky Bitum
That's
Buds.
clearly popular TV
Bitum
motorcycle
Funky
office
Bitum Buds,
officer
Bitum
Ponch
Funky
Poncharello.
Bitum Buds Bitum Funky Bitum Buds Bitum Funky Bitum Buds. Bitum Funky Bitum
day,
Buds
officer.
Bitum Funky Bitum
Yeah.
Buds
You
Bitum
too.
Funky
Keep
Bitum
moving.
Buds
Okay, moving.
Bitum Funky Bitum Buds.
Who's Joe? I don't understand. This cop wasn't here before. You want some frou-frou hair
The
gel?
motorcycle. The motor.
Okay. Be that way, officer.
Incoming ads for you non-subscribers.
Oh,
Use your
you know
Twitch
what?
Prime now.
Actually, my bot's off. It's usually actually in sync with this. Oh. Okay, we've already gone here. The only thing I could wish for is a little bit faster. Actually, I can change the run speed, can't I? There we go. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, tell me how to get out of here. I actually made the trip out of here once before. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Here we go. We've already been to the Napoleon house. He didn't have anything to say. Maybe the police department has something? Hype train. But it's close, you know. Oh, wait. There's a couple more officers in here than there were before. Already. Well, actually, you know, I never did show him to him and ask him, know anything about this guy?
Does this mean anything to you?
Hey, where'd you get that?
You gave it
nowhere.
to me.
Well, you shouldn't have that. Put it away before I decide to keep it. Yes, sir.
So I'm not allowed to have that picture. He seems upset by it. What about this one?
Does this mean anything to you?
It's a police academy graduation photo. What of it?
Just checking.
Why did I get this in an envelope? Doesn't make any sense. Picture of a corpse, I guess, at a crime scene with voodoo stuff all over the place. Tell me about the brick.
Does this mean anything to you?
Which one is Tackleberry? Oh god, this isn't Police Academy. Although it looks like it could be. Has he got any different statements for
Got
me?
a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Where did he say
About
Mosley was?
Detective Mosley.
I told you he's not here.
Okay.
Please tell me where the crime scene is.
Look, buddy, you keep it up, and there'll be a crime scene right here.
Try this again.
Please
look, buddy.
Okay, he's not
Tell
going to
me
give
about
anything else.
Are you sure you don't know what Caprice means?
You don't.
Okay. So you're not going to tell me anything more. I can't get back there. Can I throw... Wait a minute. Nah. Don't call me buddy, pal. Oh, jeez. Officer Wilford Brimley. Yeah, you know, and it's funny because I think that's Jim Cummings. So I keep wanting to hear Go for the Eyes. Well, I wish I had known GOG Dark Forces came with a Linux installer before I installed Wine. Interesting. That I didn't know. Maybe Gran knows something? I don't think I have the clues yet for this clock puzzle, but...
My precious...
Yeah, we already know Gran. Let me come on in and have a seat.
Stay away from you, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Try the Force Engine mod. It's awesome. And it really, really is. I'm looking forward to the Outlaws portion of that becoming functional. I really, really, really want to try that out. I was so blown away by the Dark Forces, the Force Engine. That thing is amazing. That is, to me, of all the mods that I've tried, is simple. I won't say as simple as far as the actual creation of the mod, but as little as it works for the game. I mean, as far as it doesn't change anything, it just graphically looks amazing. It works so well. Let's see. Can you tell me about this?
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
You still haven't got around to try it.
No, Gabriel.
Jelnov, you need to give it a shot, man. Here's a bloody picture.
Gabriel doesn't want to upset his grandmother with that photo.
Well, why not? Maybe she knows something she's not telling me.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
Okay.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
Nobody knows nothing about anything.
Does this mean anything?
Sorry.
Wait, what's on the wall?
Gabriel grew up in this room.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. We can't use that
Granny
clock.
doesn't like anyone messing, but...
Including Gabriel. Gabriel can't even mess with the clock anymore.
I'm going up the attic again.
Enjoy.
So there's a clock up here. I don't know how to use it. There's apparently a puzzle involved here.
It's an old, dusty bicycle top.
Let's see. Try this. Okay, wait, it kept what I set it at. I wonder, what does this mean then?
Nothing happens.
And I can't use any of the items in my inventory. Oh, I can. Okay.
Using that on using that on.
Okay, so it made mention of this being a unique or interesting looking or ornate design. Yeah, interesting design on the base of the clock.
There's an interesting design in the base of the clock.
Does it have anything to do with this puzzle, though?
The ring of...
Wait.
The ring of symbols does not appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move.
And apparently you can brute force this, but it looks like it's going to be pretty complex because I think it's this.
The face of the cloud. The face.
There we go. So we can adjust these. Oh, no, we can only adjust the big hand. Oh, I see. As we rotate it around, it changes the hour too. Okay. I think the abundance of icons was trying to move away from this click use on everything until you advance our die model. It's this that made me prefer text parsers, and I know that sounds weird, but I felt like I had a lot less to fidget with in the earlier stuff. So I'm not sure. I wonder. Cat goes running through the house. The front door opened and he's like, "Zoom, here I am."
Nothing happened.
I have no idea what to set this to. I think I'm missing something that I need in order to be able to advance this. Did somebody say something that could be useful?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Let's see, tapes.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
I'm waiting.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know?
I don't think that's what I'm looking for. But I'm pretty sure I'm probably in a minority when it comes to the text parser versus, you know, this era of point and click. Yeah, I don't think I have what I need in here, and I am not sure what I'm supposed to do next. Sorry, Gran. Gotta go.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
So back to the French Quarter, and I'm pretty much stuck at this point. We could go back to the St. Louis Cemetery. Nobody has anything. We'll go back here. Maybe we get somebody else come in and start something. I really don't understand.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
Oh, boy. Party time.
Let's see. I don't think I asked her about these, did I?
Hey, you want to see something really cool?
That's disgusting. That's really horrible.
I know. Great, isn't it?
God, somebody ought to lock you up.
No wonder she won't go out with him. He's like 10 years old.
Do you know anything about this?
It's your friend Mosley. Why?
Oh, no reason.
The Sierra parser was hit or miss, but it had some good moments. I had no issues. For the most part, I would learn the dictionary words that it was really focusing on, and then I'd pay attention to the way it responded to certain things. So I could walk into a room and say, "Open trap door." And you know, every room that I went into, if the answer I got was, "You don't see a trapdoor," or something like that, and then I suddenly walk into a room and I ask the question and it says, "You're not close enough," I know that there's a trapdoor somewhere in there, even if it's not visible. You're like 10 years old and coffee took you anyway. Do
you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Let's see.
If you try to look down my shirt one more time, I'm leaving.
That was...
Hell, just trying to refresh my memory.
Oh,
I know
jeez.
what you're trying to refresh, and it isn't your memory. Get down.
Oh, wow. What, you can't move the ladder?
Moving that would do little good. That shelf holds used copies of the Dime Strife series. Secrets of unsolved ancient UFO mysteries and such.
Dime
They
Strife?
just leap out the door.
Text parser was all that could be done technically at the time, and it served its purpose. Yeah, I thought it worked well. When they did it right, it worked well.
That shelf contains historical references.
Let's see.
The history. Gabriel's.
So, wait a minute. Let's take a look at this again. We did look at the newspaper.
Times Picayune, dated June 18, 1993. The front page has an article about the voodoo murders. The article says that the victims are all identified as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police claim the so-called voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare tactic, and that the murders are not associated with any genuine practitioners. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Right.
Give me just a brief moment here. Let me tell the kiddo good night. Yeah. Mystic. You sweet boy. Yeah. Sorry about that. Meanwhile, Gabriel Knight TV series never... What? Where there was even a consideration for it. Kiddo's choice. Uh-oh. Hey, kiddo, you get to pick a hat. What am I going to wear? Infocom had a better parser, but they didn't also have to load pictures on an 8088. You gonna sleep with the fishes. Puts a little aquarium next to the bed. That's funny. Well, I brought him over here. I interrupted the stream with him. Now he's eating. X-Files comment. What? Nah, no consideration, but man, it would have made a good show. What in the heck are you putting on my head? Is that... Oh, I was like... A frisbee? Tularosa communicate. Where in the world? What is this? Oh, New Mexico. Okay. I'm like, what is Tularosa Communications? Yeah, somebody threw it from New Mexico and it landed in our front yard.
Yeah, that's totally what happened. Right?
Yeah, right.
That's your headwear. Yep.
So I have to... Boy, does that look goofy.
Highlights the ball down.
Yes, it does. Did you hear that the director of Black Panther wants to reboot X-Files because conspiracy theories are currently so popular? Gee. Thank you. Looks great. I had no idea. Is that actually true? Oh, I see it. Yeah, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that comment. Sorry about that. Now that... I don't know. I wonder... Who was that? Chris, who was it that created X-Files? Chris something. I can't think of his name. I wonder if he's on board. Or if it's just somebody floating an idea, hoping he can get his attention. But I would love to see X-Files come back again. I really enjoyed the seasons that came back, what, 7, 8 years ago? Holy crap!
It's a raid from Twitching
5
Hamster.
years ago. Chris
Let's
Carter,
all
thank
give
you.
them a warm welcome.
Who's Chris something? Twitching Hamster, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. They're already looking for a cast. Well, they did have, what was that guy's name that did Fred in the Scooby-Doo? No. The, not Freddie Prinze, but the newer ones. Amel. Yeah. I can't think of his name. Twitching Hamster, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you had a good stream. What were you up to? Let's see if I got that right. Did I do it right? Yeah, looks like I got it. Did I spell it right? That's my big problem. Unfortunately, you just know it's going to be heavily politicized. I hope not. I hope not. She's over here taking pictures, and I'm trying to see. The Frisbee is better than your redeem for the pink fedora. Did I miss one? Did I miss? Oh, I did miss one 30 minutes ago. Oh my goodness. You know what? I can fix that. Let's see if this will work. Not really, but okay. Not as well as I hoped. Messing around with Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Interesting. Yes, the game. I guess I can see how you might have said that and it come off wrong. I'm going to refund your points there. Phalanges, I missed that redeem, and I'm really sorry. That was my fault. Hang on a moment. It's been a rather interesting night, and a little bit confusing, too. And a little overwhelming in some ways. Yeah. Announcement to come later.
It's an ashtray.
It's an ashtray.
Gabriel doesn't need the ashtray.
Then why is it here?
It's certainly light.
Wait, can I open the register?
Gabriel opens the cash register to examine the take. Or, in the case of St. George Books,
the mistake. Oh, wow. Okay, I can't open it. Boy, I didn't try that before. I'm sure there's going to be a show that they will name X-Files Reboot. If they do it, I hope they do it right. I hate it when they do stuff like that and ruin it. You love the hat. No, thank you. It's one of the things we do here. Although I'm considering minimizing it in some ways, but yeah, it's one of the things we do here. Also, sure, it's going to be a soulless formula. I hope not. You hate when they do it, period. I mean, every once in a while they get it right, but I'll say more often than not they get it wrong. Yeah, Epic is probably more on board, on point with that than anything. Let's see, what do we have here? We've got money. Actually...
It's a gift certificate left over from yet another dismal failure of a promotion.
I trust you can live without this old gift certificate.
Knock yourself out.
Okay, so
Gabriel checks the drawer again.
I guess I should look at
The
these all.
cash register. The cash register contains about $20 in small bills and change.
You know what the original X-Files was a remake of? I didn't know it was a remake of anything. Oh, absolutely nothing. I gotcha. You caught me there for a minute. I'm like, wait, what? Thanks for making Tuesday definitely fun to watch. Some point and clicks. I'm trying. I'm working on it. And I didn't mean to close it. I meant to actually... Yeah, just open the drawer, please. Thank you.
Gabriel, that's all the change money I have. Touch it, and you can kiss your hand goodbye.
Woo!
Would I do that to you?
Gabriel...
Would I do...
Can I put anything in the cash register?
Why use that?
Oh, okay. Can we put frou-frou hair gel on there?
Why you...
I don't know. Why not? Narrator really likes reminding Gabriel of his failing business. For those who weren't here earlier, I think you might have heard me say this, but you know, the lady, the narrator, is actually the same voice actress that does the voodoo lady in Monkey Island, starting at Curse of Monkey Island. We had to look that one up. I was like, something sounds familiar.
Grace. St. George Books could use some serious renovation. Cute Gaga.
Gaga.
The book rack contains cookbooks,
Oh.
true crime.
This would be something.
Gabriel. The gargoyle is heavy.
Hi, Mystic. Here, you want me to move this for you? I know you see a pencil. You want to play with it. You silly. He's like, get this out of my way. I want to lay down. This is what I put up with. As I drop everything on the floor. There's a cat there. He'll be all over it in a minute. Ah! Some people could say X-Files kind of got inspired by shows like Twin Peaks. Or, you know, any sci-fi film. Sorry, I'm contending with the cat. Oh, he wants to play with the Frisbee now. Let's see. Is there anything else in here I can pick up? I feel like I've tried everything. Inspire Sure Remade, not a chance. Yeah, no.
Gabriel.
Is there... I don't know. Hey, wait, what's this? I didn't look to see if there's these
St.
notes.
George Books.
No? Wait. To simply remake is laziness. I say when I say remake, I'm in this case reboot might be a better choice of words for me if they do it right. Mystic, don't do that, buddy. Come on, leave the cables alone, buddy. Right? No. Hey, you might appreciate this, Kilgore. I had to find it. Nope. Pick this up. I remember watching the final episode of this about 2 weeks before it went live. And because we had a satellite at the time. Very cool. That's a fun sci-fi series. Ah, yes. That was one of my favorites. It was in high school, excuse me. Mystic, go on. Quit being a punk, all right? Leave my stuff alone, buddy. All right, go on. Quantum Leap is amazing. They made a new one. Yeah, it's talking about rebooting series. I haven't seen the reboot of that. I haven't seen the reboot of Night Court either. Mystic, would you go on, buddy? Keep in mind, many writers have great ideas but can't sell them. Sometimes a great story idea that didn't sell gets bought by a studio as a remake. Well, that's actually a pretty good point. Wait, is that a fridge?
Gabriel, shut the refrigerator, please. I could smell it from here.
Oh, that's nasty.
Women.
I remember when this show came out, I don't know, it felt a little cheesy to me even in the 80s. But I had such a good time watching it as a kid. I really did. And so I've been trying to get this prepared so we can watch this. Boof did a soft focus episode on Quantum Leap. It was pretty good. Really? That's 90% of what the industry does. Ignore anything that hasn't been proven or done before. That's true. That's very true. Do you remember that show? The MacGyver, Magnum, Roswell, and Hawaii Five-0 reboots were pretty great. The Hawaii Five-0 reboot lasted a good long while, but I haven't seen... Oh, and Coffee loved Roswell, the original Roswell. But as she watched the new one, she enjoyed that one pretty much. I don't know if she enjoyed it anywhere near as much as the original. I don't think she did, but it was watchable. Let's see, is there...
Gabriel doesn't look in those... Gabriel, there is nothing to open or close there.
What are you doing, buddy? Is there something I can help you with? Huh? What do you want my hand for? Is there something I can do for you? No, we leave that alone. You go find something else. Where's your ball? Huh? Where's your ball? Hang on. His favorite ball. Of course, throw it under the TV stand, Cat. Good boy. Good job. If we go by lasting a while, the Charmed reboot seems to be good as well. Yeah, that actually seemed to last a while as well. You know what was a unique show? Lost. I loved the first 3 series. She did. Coffee trying to get the ball out from underneath the TV stand. Yeah, let's see. Reboot remake paradigm is proof that film is moving away from being art. A remake is a product made for consumption. Yeah, well, that's true. That's kind of an issue I've been griping about for way too long. I want to see... They're not willing really to try new things as much as they used to. Everything has to be something like was it Kilgore said? Yeah, ignore anything that hasn't been proven or done before. If they don't think it can sell, they don't want to. If they can't prove that it will sell, they don't want it. Oh yeah, Boone. I forgot Ian Somerhalder. That was a big deal. Actually, we spent an entire day at a Vampire Diaries.
All of my savings.
And all of her savings. We're dirt broke. I'm really desperate. I'm just kidding. We're not. She is. You look at Battlestar Galactica is a very different show from the original, but I'm glad it was made. That one they took into an epic direction, and I don't think... Because the original Battlestar Galactica, when I was a kid and I would watch that, I didn't really care that much for it. I liked Buck Rogers. I didn't care as much for Battlestar Galactica.
I like Buck Rogers.
They want to make money and could care less about newer quality. Yeah, it's only what sells. So that's really the big problem to me.
A small trunk.
Small trunk. Can we open it?
That doesn't...
Oh, wait a minute. Can we... That's the radio, huh?
Hi, this is Ray Bob Gilmy saying come on down to Gilmy Auto Center for the best deals in new and used transportation. You'll be glad you did.
Okay. You like the original BSG? A lot. The new one was great too. Gotcha. Yeah, we watched Caprica. We didn't watch Battlestar Galactica. But that was good, but it only lasted, what, like a season or two? I think, something like that. Yeah. Lost in Space is classic. Can't wait for a Bitterman remake. Uh-oh. That's already happened. It's the kiddo. Gregor, you hope? Yeah, dude, it's what? God, man, it's got to be like 3 o'clock in the morning where you are. Get some sleep. Not every reboot is pointless and unnecessary, just most of them.
I don't think putting on a Mardi Gras mask right now.
Gabriel.
So that's, okay, that's a thing.
I don't think
What's this?
Gabriel's Gabriel's.
Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, I'm like, what is on my head? 301, exactly. Did you know the same people owned Buck Rogers and D&D and were always trying to mash them together in the 80s? Well, what was it, Infocom? Was it Infocom that did the Buck Rogers stuff in the 80s? I forget who it was. Apparently those were pretty good, but I never actually saw or played them. Also, keep in mind, art is rarely just art. A lot of the classical art we admire today only got made because some rich asshole merchant, pope, or king wanted something pretty and representative to remind people of their existence. That's true. SSI, that was who it was, yeah. I couldn't remember who it was. Thank you. Let's see. You know what would be better use of studio's time? Take a bad show or movie or franchise and reboot it or remake it. If it is possible, like a new Sausage Party or a new movie, The Room or something to make it better. Uh-oh. Steven Spielberg didn't he think Jaws was going to be a failure? I don't know if he thought Jaws was going to be a failure. I don't think he thought it was going to be the success it was. Countdown to Doomsday was great. Interesting. Oh, that was one of the Buck Rogers games, wasn't it, Chelna? Someone needs to foot the bill, and the good shows are the ones that are financially sure enough that they get made. That, or you have to have somebody powerful enough that can convince the people with the money to actually put it on the air. That's the other side of it, too.
G.
Okay, so.
The typewriter.
Should I feel guilty? Nah.
Nah.
Gabriel's dead. Several dozen books. Several. Gabriel's.
Okay, so that's not. Can we use the typewriter?
Writer's block.
The success that was the story. He left the last day, right? He didn't show up the last day of working on it. That was the story. He left. I don't know. That's a good one. Usually shows today are made by committee and the money people. Yeah. Or do it like Netflix, have a successful series and cancel it after the first season. I never understood that. I mean, I'm all for the idea of I have a story to tell. I'm going to tell it in, 2 seasons worth of episodes. I do not want to stretch it out over 3 more seasons. Lost. In order to, maximize profits off of it. I get why they do it, but I don't, it's just, I don't know. It's like it ruins the entire quality of everything.
The waste.
If I threw that stuff away, it weren't worth reading.
Did you think the Hannibal TV series would turn out to be all this good? Given it was just stretched out retread of part of Thomas Harris's books in a series that already had lots of great and some not so great movies from. Ooh, I didn't know that.
Gabriel's not in the mood for tidying up.
2 seasons cost way more money. Not often. I think producers have some weight when it comes to those decisions, which can work for the better or for the worse. I think it depends on how much pull they have with the studios or whoever's actually responsible for getting the green light for it. Or they just have to give them enough money and say, it's going to be a success for you, whether you air it or not. Here's money. Do it. The original Star Wars was rejected by. Yeah, it was. That's exactly it. And then when he finally started making the film, he was only slated like, what was it? I forget. It was a really small amount of money for films at the time, and he ended up going way over budget. And 20th Century Fox was really, really unhappy with him for it. And then of course he upset the Directors Guild because of the whole putting the credits at the end instead of the beginning of the movie. So he ended up, I don't know, getting kicked out, or he left the guild or whatever over the dispute. I don't know which way it went, but ultimately he no longer was in the guild. And of course it changed film forever after that. Now credits are at the end of the film, all because of Star Wars. Producer is just the credit the TV business gives to writers. Not entirely. A lot of the stuff you see in the credits are oftentimes just credits thrown to people because they want to give a royalty to somebody that you know was a part of it, but not necessarily a big one. Justify a little bit of cash to that person, or to give them a credit for a future film. But also, Star Wars was horrible mess.
Got some things I need to do.
A lot of the committee involved in actually improved the movie from what I originally was designed to be. Yeah, and the funny thing too is it seems to me too that there are some producers that are not necessarily actually overseers, but are given the title because they happen to be buddy. So it depends. Where are we? There. We'll go there. No, we can go back here. So let's see. We've got some. We haven't got anything new. Oh, we do have something new. We do have something new.
The $20 gift certificate.
Okay, so let's see.
Excuse me, sir.
What you need, boy?
Does this mean anything to you?
Nope.
Nope. So the only comment that I've gotten from anybody about any of these items was Grace pointing out this was his buddy cop, or his cop buddy, and this guy will actually tell me this brick. You can find him everywhere.
Does this mean anything to you?
It's a piece of brick. You can find them all over the cemetery.
Gabriel likes the idea of leaving marks.
I have no idea what to do with it. Yeah. And I was supposed to go here. Oh yeah, it's almost time for commercials. You know what? I'm gonna snooze these. Excuse me, sir. Does this mean anything to you? Oh no, Epic. No, this isn't that kind of stream. Oh wait. What's this? Is this even a thing?
This is a plaque on the tomb reads, La Vote.
You love how RDR2, or R2D2, excuse me, was played by it? Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you know, they had to find somebody small enough to fit in that container. Oh crap! Come on.
The mob.
No, thanks.
The mob.
No.
Gabriel.
These would seriously clash with my decorating scheme.
The marble.
I don't know what to do about this.
There's no reason to. There's no reason.
Don't get personal.
There's nothing to.
Oh, he was referring to me. I'm like, what? Anthony Daniels was hired because he was so skinny. Yeah, he could fit in the C-3PO costume. That's right. It's like, we just need somebody who could fit in it.
There's no reason.
She's not useful. She's not helping me at all. I'm telling you. Let's see.
Could I have a minute of your time?
Meanwhile today, paying an actor, especially
one mean anything to you?
With sought after skill, just do it with CGI. They're trying. That's something I don't like. I'm really disappointed with this almost substantial, like, way too much CGI use on stuff. So she sent us, Gran sent us to this tomb, but I don't know what she wanted. Let's see. Maybe it was in the tapes.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage.
Tell me.
The Templetons are all gone now. Every last one of them.
Tell me.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay. There was something... She told me to come here, but I don't remember what for. But you can maximize profits that way. Yeah, that's unfortunately true.
Tell me about my father. Tell me about my father. Tell me.
Your father was my only child.
Tell me.
When Philip met your mother, I wanted to just lay down and... Your granddad wanted Philip to have a normal life. He was upset. He always hated it that it was Margaret's money that supported the three of you.
Yep.
I don't know what else to...
Remember back when people didn't have as advanced CGI, so people used puppets and clay animation? I actually miss... I really miss the true artistic stuff that people did. I mean, you can do true art with digital. It's certainly possible, but there was something special about the hand-drawn cartoons, practical effects in movies and TV shows. And I keep saying this, I said it so many times recently. One of the things that I really liked is low-budget TV shows. Like, you know, I always like to think of Dr. No. You go back, or Doctor Who, not Dr. No. You go back to Doctor Who and you think about some of the stuff that they did in that show. Man, the special effects in that were so low budget, it was practically non-existent. And it didn't change at all how people enjoyed the show. I mean, you watched the show and you had a good time and you knew that that was a plunger on the Dalek's head. I mean, that didn't really change anything, right? And I miss seeing that. Then AI becomes self-aware and starts demanding rights, and they'll be sorry. And don't know if I'm just too used to it, but whenever I see CGI in big budget films these days, it kind of looks like crap. Yeah, exactly. You watch the original Terminator, and some of the effects do not hold up, and I don't care at all. You know what? I don't care either, because it still looks cool, right? I mean, it's still kind of creepy and terrifying to think about it, because there's a certain amount of imagination. It's to me, it's like when I played Zork as a kid, and all I had was the map that came in the box, you know, to give me any kind of visual of what's going on in the game, and everything is in my head. Man, that game was amazing. The game was amazing. And, you know, and then everything became, you know, had to be graphics and all that kind of stuff. And, oh, well, they managed to do really well. These games were really a lot of fun. Like, this is actually fun, but I am stuck. And, in fact, I'm actually coming to the end of what I need to do.
Right.
Unfortunately. We're gonna just leave it right there, actually. I hate to do it. I gotta get some rest tonight. It has been a long, very overwhelming day. In many ways, very positively